Hello and good afternoon and evening and morning in all different parts of the world. Thank you for joining us today. Today's topic for Biomedis International is bioresonance and parasites. To be fair, this topic is unfortunately very popular, but when I was preparing it, I was not feeling well as I was writing all about it, because it's not very pleasant to imagine that we've got some creepy crawlies inside, and it's quite disturbing, the side effects that they cause. And a lot of people don't have any idea that they've got parasites because they hardly ever get tested for it. However, they are very often basically they are beginning of new illnesses or different allergies, and people are not aware. They go to pediatrists, they go to different doctors, but they don't think to check for themselves for parasites. So what are the parasites? Human parasites are organisms that live on or inside the human body. And obviously they obtain nutrients and shelter at the cost of expense. So they will be feeding of us and eating all our minerals, vitamins, all nutrition, having our oxygen as well, and they will deprive the organs in our body from starvation or seriously influencing our moods, nervous system, and so on. This organism can range from microscopic organism like protozoa, and also to helminths, which is different types of worms, to a much larger arthropods. Parasites have various life cycles and modes of transmission, and then it can affect different organs and systems of the body. Parasites can migrate in the body. They can go anywhere from the stomach into our brain, into different parts of our body and different organs. So where do we get parasites from? So drinking or swimming in water contaminated with parasites, such as Giardia or Cryptosporidium, microscopic parasites that cause diarrheal disease caused by bacteria, virus, etc. We are talking about just feeling unwell, and there's a lot of different side effects, which we'll talk in a minute. Number 2 is contaminated food. Eating undercooked or contaminated foods like meat containing Trichellas spiralis, responsible for trichinosis, or produce contaminated with products contaminated with contaminated eggs. And the insect bites, being bitten by insects that carry parasites, such as mosquitoes, transmitting, for example, malaria, and etc. Another way to pick up parasites would be contact with infected animals. Handling or being in close contacts with infected animals can lead to zoonotic parasite infection. Zoonotic means transmitted from animals to humans. Toxoplasmosis, for example, transmitted from undercooked meat or cat's feces. Giardia lamblia transmitted through contaminated water or contact with infected animals, etc. Person-to-person contact. Direct contact with infected person, particularly in setting with poor hygiene, can spread parasites like pinworms. Proper hygiene, food safety, and preventative measures can help reduce the risk of parasite infections. So symptoms, how do we know that we've got parasite infection? The symptoms can vary depending on the type of parasite and the part of the body affected. Here are some common symptoms associated with different types of parasitic infection. Gastrointestinal parasites like Giardia, Cryptosporidium, Entamoeba historylica, etc. Diarrhea, often watery, abdominal pain and cramping, nausea and vomiting, gas and bloating, weight loss and fatigue. Blood parasites is another type of infection. It's, for example, Plasmodium causing malaria. So people will have fever and chills, sweating, headaches, muscle and joint pain, anemia, fatigue, etc. And intestinal worms, like ascaris, hookworms, tapeworms, they will cause a lot of abdominal pain, diarrhea or constipation, nausea, weight loss, visible worms in stool, itching around the anus, especially at night, and it could be pinworms coming out. I've heard stories from one of our clients that the child was treated from parasites with our device, and she said that at night, the child was especially itching the bum, and there were pinworms coming out at night because the frequency were affecting. They didn't like what's going on in the body. They were affecting it, a little child, and they were just running away, which is pretty horrible stories. But unfortunately, this happens. Now, skin parasites like scabies, lice, mites, they cause itchy skin, redness and rash, sores from scratching, visible mites or lice. Obviously, they can cause different allergies if it's for carrying on for a long time and they reproduce constantly, and the immune system loses the control because the parasites prevail in our body, and that affects immune. They basically like block our immune system. Because having some parasites is okay, because our immune system just gets stronger by coping with different things. Anything under 30% is allowed to have in the body, and it makes our immune system strong. The problem is when parasites taking over the body, and they do whatever they like, and they live in huge amounts in different organs of the body, which obviously will be coming out somehow in different symptoms, and the person will be feeling, humans will not be feeling great after a while. They will be having all sorts of different reactions, including neurologicals, because they produce toxins which will be affecting nervous system, causing fatigue and just unsettledness and so on. Now, there is another type of parasites, so tissue and organs, like Toxoplasma gondii and Trichinalis spiralis. They will cause muscle pain, tenderness, fever, swollen lymph nodes, eye symptoms, blurred vision, redness, pain, neurological symptoms in severe cases, such as like toxoplasmosis, fatigue and weakness, anemia, nutrition deficiencies, and so on. When do we actually seek the medical attention? We need to obviously have some tests done. And if you go, obviously, if you have our scanner, it will be the easiest way, because then you can, in 2 minutes, scan your body, and you will see everything what's living inside your microflora. And if the parasites, and it will tell you even the name of the parasites, if the parasites are in too bigger, greater numbers, it will be coming out on the screen, and you will see even to what percentages you have it in your body. So that means if it's over 30%, that means it's already start creating impact, bad impact on your body. And it's time to do something about it. A lot of people will have persistent or severe diarrhea, as mentioned before, blood in the stool, severe abdominal pain, unexplained weight loss, itchy skin or rash that don't go away. So bioresonance is a great tool in order to keep everything, every parasite under bay in your body, which means you can scan yourself every 3 months and see what's going on. Because a lot of times we just travel abroad and all it takes is just a sniff, an egg of parasite with the wind. And the parasite already happened to be in a 5-star hotel where we feed him, where we give him enough oxygen, where he's got everything he needs to have in order to reproduce and and thrive inside our body, thrive inside our organs, thrive inside our blood. That's why it's so important to keep an eye on what's going on with our body. And obviously, whenever we don't feel well, there is a reason. What's the reason? The scanner here is a great help. As I mentioned before, the scanner in 2 minutes will show you what are you up against and what programs to use. Programs in our devices already designed. All you have to do is to find the program which is correct for you. For example, our Trinity, great device, will show you programs anti-parasite, for example, antibacterial, antiviral programs. So all you have to do, anti-parasite program, all you have to do is press anti-parasites, and it's 9.5 hours almost, but it will cover all parasites. You can either sleep with it at night, putting under the pillow, or you can wear it. All depends what's your lifestyle and what you prefer. And when you look at all sorts of programs which is combined inside for 9.5 hours, it will cover every parasite. Let me just see, for example, yeah, it will cover all parasite. You can skip and look, all known parasites will be affected with radio frequency. So they will stop liking the atmosphere being inside 5-star hotel, because this frequency will be constantly annoying them, not just annoying, but also affecting them to die. So they will either start coming out different ways through different holes in our body, or they die inside, and then with the water, they will be coming out dead. So whenever you go to the toilet, if you look down, you'll be able to see dead parasites. I didn't intentionally want to put pictures today of all known parasites that can invade us, because it's really, really yucky. However, I had clients who used programs for anti-parasites and they actually took pictures because they were splashed out in the toilet and they could not believe the parasites that somebody sent me a picture of. For example, it would be long ascarides, and they had a mouth like that, and from one side, and it will be obviously moving and eating everything over. It's pretty scary. However, the less the merrier, I'll tell you. So cleansing our body has to be essential. Sometimes people who drink from the water from the tap, a lot of times the parasite eggs also, because whatever they put in the water, it doesn't, it's not such a clean water for drinking. And people just fill themselves with this kind of eggs, and then they obviously not immediately, but it takes time for parasites to get into your organs and start affecting it. So it's important to keep an eye, either go to medical professionals where they can take your stool sample and they will see what's going on inside your body, what parasites invaded you, or if you have a chance to get the scanner, it will be one for all your family, all your friends, all people that you want to help, and it's pretty amazing. So we would recommend to have, for example, scan 3 to 6 months, and the best times to do it, the cleansing, would be spring and autumn, because this is when they're most active, and the stomach, the digestion system is very active. It's like time of the year when the best way to start doing the cleanse. In the other device, so we're offering obviously 2 devices, Trinity, which is amazing. And you can, like as I mentioned before, either can sleep with it or you can wear it during the day, depends what's your lifestyle, or you can use device called Orion. And Orion is absolutely amazing as well. I mean, I don't travel anywhere without this device. And believe it or not, yesterday, my partner picked up, day before yesterday, he picked up some infection, which went straight into trachea, one of the viruses probably. And he shared it with me. So today is my 2nd day, which is normally like apogee of illness. And I don't have any temperature because immediately I don't wait, and I use anti-parasite programs immediately. And if it's strong one, like in trachea, I mean, sore throat would be easier, but when it comes straight deep inside, what do you do? So I use feet electrodes, and I mean, for those who knows our devices, this is what they are. So this will be, just stop sharing. Okay, so let me just make it a bit bigger for you guys. So obviously, this is the full pack of Orion. You can see, okay? And there's a feet electrodes and hand electrodes when you can connect immediately, and the whole body will be filled with frequencies which will be affecting this virus very strongly. I then also use tea tree oil. I would then also use deep balms and so on. And, you know, you will have symptoms of having bad infection, but you don't go through the whole cycle having high temperatures, having sore throats, coughs, and weakness, and what else can be there? So basically, viruses and bacteria are also parasites. They're not, they're all different, and they affect our body differently. But when you do use the devices, it helps tremendously. It gives your immune system better chance to fight it without any medication. Also, for parasites, there are a lot of different herbal intakes. For example, somebody recommended me one of these, and if it's a Chinese herbal medication, so you can get maybe on internet, or if you want any of those, we can arrange with Olga to you know, sell it over to you. And you take, they're made out of all anti-parasite natural ingredients like garlic, like seeds of pumpkin seeds. So it's combination of ingredients which parasites do not like. It makes them very uncomfortable being inside. And then obviously the devices, our bioresonance devices, they work amazingly together. So increase the effect of getting rid of them. Normally, it takes about, for full cleanse, takes about a couple of months. And it's a very important thing to do, is using both herbal intakes and devices, only because when you do full cleanse, you start feeling completely different. You're asking about the name of the, it's actually from one of the, it's a doctor who recommended me. It's called Alicin Tabletan. I can take picture for you if you write to me later. And you can only buy it through one of the MLM companies. But yeah, we can offer it to you as well if you're interested. So, you know, you have to try what's very effective. And normally products from different companies, MLM companies, they're very good quality, because the products is what they sell. The quality is what counting. If it wasn't working, they wouldn't be existing. So I've been taking myself for 2 months, these tablets, 4 of them. And you just chew it with water and obviously use the device. And I mean, this device only can be used like 20 minutes to an hour a day. It all depends what's your lifestyle. And when you put, so I don't know, I will quickly tell you how to use, for example, Orion, but the program 1 will be including all known fungi and all algae, everything what can be invading us inside or our organs. So you don't need to know which ones even, you just put the program for fungi and the appropriate frequency will find it inside your body and it start affecting it by getting rid of it from your body. And then program 2 is all known bacteria and viruses. So I don't know what the name of the bacteria I picked up because I didn't have time to have my scan. And really, I know that solution would be in here. So even if you don't know what the name of the parasite, you just press the button and the program will find whatever is invading you right now. So program 3 is all known parasites, all known pinworms, all known ascarides, which actually can be up to 10 meters inside our stomachs, and that's pretty horrible. I have mentioned, I think in one of the previous webinars about there was a lady in Australia. She was operated, and when they had scan on her brain, she had fatigue, she had memory effect and loss and other, some pain, discomfort. And when they did the scan, they could see something black, and they thought maybe it's a growth in her brain or some cyst or whatever. And when they operated and opened her scalp, they found 8 centimeters worm, which is pretty horrible. But then we should have the knowledge that if we have this kind of parasites, we need to make sure that they, controlled by immune system or not having it. So program 3, if she did know about this, she didn't have to have operation. She would just use the device and get rid of it naturally. They will just come out dead. So that's why I really in awe of bioresonance devices. Program 4 will take care of all microorganisms. Excuse me. So all microorganisms. And program 4 is also by Hilda Clark. And she is my favorite woman. This is the book which I bought when I don't know how many of you heard of Hilda Regent Clark. She is PhD naturopath, absolutely amazing woman. And she was treating, as you can see, with very similar devices like Orion. She was treating all sorts of illnesses, including cancer. And what she would do is she would first have a detox of the body. So all the toxins which came from all sorts of different sources, from parasites, from radiation, from stress, from toxins in food and so on, which affect and suppressed our immune system, she would first get rid of, on program 9, it will be lymphatic drainage. So you would do it for several days, lymphatic drainage, and you can use feet electrodes, which you have here. There you go. And you will see the plastons getting dark. And the more you use them for lymphatic drainage, they become lighter. So toxins will be coming out. And then only then, after the plastons become much lighter, this is when the toxins out of body, and she then will use programs anti-parasites. Why does she not use it immediately? Is because parasites when you kill them, they produce toxins as well, because they burst basically. And for that, very important to charge water. Drink water, charged water. So this is the attachment for Orion. So when you connect it and you can charge water on program 6 and program 9. 9 is lymphatic drainage. 6 is blood cleansing program. Charge it for 7 minutes only. You can charge any substance from big bottle to a small cup. And during the parasite cleanse, you must drink a lot of charged water. So that way it will amplify the result. So it will be cleansing from inside and device will work from outside. So Hilda Clark, she had enormous, great results from all sorts of things, all sorts of parasites, and she's just amazing. So I really like, she's got so much interesting, just results on every case. And for me, it's a great tool. It's a great tool. The scanners, the devices, I think they're a great tool to keep yourself at bay with all sorts of rubbish which invades our bodies now and then. And I would say that, keeping an eye on your own health is most important thing in life, because whenever you're in pain, whenever you have sorts of different allergies, mechanical impacts on your organs. For example, if ascarida is inside an intestine, it will press and injure the intestinal wall, and in some cases, in a lot of cases, will cause inflammation. So people will feel pain, uncomfort, swallowing of the stomach. Echinococcus is in the liver, lungs, or kidney. It will compress the tissues. And again, it will cause the expansion pressure and functional dysfunction of the affected organ. And of course, lots of allergy. Now, I think every fifth in the world has got some kind of allergy. And allergy is the first sign where the immune system showing us that it's been packed up with toxins. So immediately, we need to start doing detox. Detox with devices, detox with right food, combination of green juices, and just a lot of healthy detox products, taking different herbal cleansing. According to Hilda Clark, she was recommending black walnut, and this is, I think, one of the strongest detox liquid. It's in a liquid form. That's what I bought, and it's all part of cleansing, part of getting rid of things which invades us to stay healthy. So I think I'm done here. Are there any questions that maybe you want to ask me? And I will try to answer them. Let me see. Okay. What is the name of the scan to see types of parasites? It's called Breeze. You can find it on our website. And it's one of the most effective tools to check your body through. It doesn't just show you parasites or your microflora. It shows your chakras, your organs, each organ performance. It shows each system in a separate state and it break down each organ. It shows the level of toxins in your body. And see if I can type it for you, called Breeze. And I think it's most amazing invention, because our scientists they made it so simple and they made it very, very affordable. I think our scanner, not think is definitely, our scanner is the cheapest probably in the world, because we have got a lot of people who use scanners and they pay many thousands to get that information, which our scanner does just in a couple of minutes. So we highly recommend for those who can buy, even if you know, put some money together with your friends or with your family. It is one of the most effective tools to keep well and keep an eye on your health. And of course, if you want to go and do medical tests, I mean, I had when I had my scan, being a bioresonance practitioner, you treat everybody, but sometimes you forget about yourself. So I had my stomach a bit, enlarged, and I thought I never used to have it. So I had my scan, and I could see that I got Helicobacter, and Helicobacter causes the inflammation of the stomach, which is makes you feel uncomfortable. And I didn't have, luckily, I mean, when I read about Helicobacter, it causes different ulcers and actually can lead to cancer as well if in advanced stage. Luckily, I didn't have any of that, but I did feel that my stomach gets very bloated, and I don't eat a lot. So if I eat a little bit, it feels like I had a cow inside me or something. So it was really upsetting. And so when I had my scan, it showed up with Helicobacter. And then I thought, while I was visiting UK, I thought I'll just go and see the doctors and give all my bloods, because the doctor, when she looked at your scan, she will recommend you to have certain, maybe blood tests if there is implication that possibly you might have something else in addition. So they will say, you can have scan, you can have, MRI scan, for example, because there is a problem in your spine and other things. And so I had my stool test and confirmed I had Helicobacter. So what they did is they given me medication, which is obviously chemical medications. And I'm very happy that it confirmed what my scan said, and I know that anyway, but, I haven't done it for a while. So it always brings me pleasure to know that our devices, they do the job, amazing job. And so now I'm doing my treatment with all natural medication, because I don't need to take, because the antibiotics that they give, it also can cause, inflammation of the stomach while it's killing Helicobacter. So now every evening I use my Orion and Trinity when I can under my pillow, and I will use the programs for bacteria and viruses, so I'll repeat like 2 to 5 every day for maybe about 40 minutes while I'm watching TV and holding electrodes, heads electrodes and feet electrodes. And that makes me feel good, because then I know I'm doing the right thing. And then obviously in a few weeks, I will repeat my scan and I'll see if Helicobacter is still there, or if it is there, then it's on a much smaller percentage and I stop feeling bloatiness. So you have to feel the result, because otherwise there's no point in treatment. I mean, there was another case when I had my scan, again, sorry about myself, but I had like something showing up in the bladder, and when the doctor looked, she said, well, you've got an inflammation of the bladder, and the inflammation, it's something that makes you go to the toilet very often, and I didn't, I knew it was too often, but then normally when you go to the toilet, you might feel burning sensation. I did not have that. And I think it's because I use device as well now and then, but I wasn't doing the treatment. I was just doing like preventative. So anyway, when I start taking medication, again, herbal medication with then proper use of device, it's gone. I'm so happy, because, you could improve your health always. There is always something can be functioning better. It just sometimes in everyday life, we forget about ourselves because you're so busy with other problems, or, with life, and you stop looking after yourself. It's important that and this is what Scanner does. Scanner helps you to get most amazing results naturally without damaging your body. And I think this is the huge advantage of natural frequencies, healing frequencies. And we are very grateful to people who discovered it and also make it affordable to buy these devices and use it on our life, in our life from different conditions. So, when you are not doing treatment, you could always do with detox, lymphatic drainage, which is strengthening your immune system. When you did pick something up, like I did, you will then use it for whatever you need to use it for. And of course, when you have your scan, you will see that certain organs are not performing for whatever reason as great as they could have been. You can still do treatment. So it's like a home doctor. And I say that you can always go back to your medical doctor to confirm. However, you don't have to take chemicals or antibiotics because you've got this sorted in your devices, which is amazing. Now, the next question was, what about babies with biologists? Babies are also humans, and they are allowed to use our devices as well. So, for example, what do you do with the babies? If it's Trinity that you bought, you can put it under the baby's mattress if it's thin, within half a meter, or you can put it under the pillow. Also, if you bought Orion, what we would do, I have actually pictures of some babies who've been using holding electrodes. You can either put a foot electrode, for example, under the baby, under his or her clothes, and run the programs, which only 7 minutes. You will see immediately how the temperature goes down, and if it's a temperature. I had one very nice picture of one baby, which is 3 months, 4 months. She was just laying like this, and the mom put electrodes on a very small setting. You can regulate here the strength of the signal, and obviously for the babies, you don't need to use 7 minutes. You use maybe 1 minute. 1 minute, if it's 2 years old, 2 minutes of each program. So, for example, if it's fungi, a lot of babies got this milk fungi infection where it's really painful. They cannot suck breast, they cannot eat because it's really, really burning your inside of the mouth. So you would then use antifungal programs. And here you can increase the strength of the signal. But for the babies, you don't need to. It just can work on number 1, strength. And if you do it, I would say do it, maybe a couple of times a day for a couple of minutes. And well, it depends how the baby is. If you need some help, we can always help. We can always go to the doctors and find out exactly what you need to use it, how many minutes to use. Babies will be having great results very, very fast. If the baby has got temperature, if she's sleeping or laying down, you just put the electrodes on her hands, and the frequencies goes in the skin, in the body, and absolutely great. If you don't want the baby to hold, you can put under the baby or even under animals. This is also for all pets, which is really good, like anti-parasite programs. You just put some plastic, for example, over the foot electrodes. You can also use anti-pain device, and you can even use the water charger. You can just put it on top of the chest if it's a cough or whatever you've got with the baby. But we are here to help. So if you're not sure about something, what to use, how to use, get back to us and we'll help you. Also, for the babies, just like adults, charge water. Let babies drink that charged water, and that will be taking out all pathogens which invaded your baby's immune system. So how long, you will tell us, because every baby is different. The level of toxin is different. For some, it could be, the earlier you start, the better, because it hasn't bred to a point where it has to take its time to do the treatment. So if you do it, immediately, as soon as you start seeing on the skin rashes, I had 15 years old, and he started having skin allergy from nowhere, and it was like big dots, dry skin. It's probably from the cats, because cats walk around and come back and want to. You have to wash your hands very well after animals. This is one of the things, and so when we use the device, we use the anti-parasite. And the other, just a few days ago, he had red eye, like you have a red blood shot. And we thought it just probably will go next day. No, it didn't go away, it spread. So we went to the hospital and, say, why it's not, hasn't gone yet. And they looked on the microscope, his eye, and they see some bumps inside the, what was it called? The top of the skin here. And they said it's caused by allergy. So it's the same child who had skin, and obviously he has to finish his treatment. And as soon as it's gone, you need to still do it like antibiotics for a few more days. But of course, he didn't want to do that. I'm fine. Then it came out on the eye, and it was confirmed he had allergy. So then I start giving him anti-parasite programs, anti-parasite because it's liver to do with your eyes infection. And within days, it started going away. So it's probably now second week, which is about 90% better. So we just don't know what we are up against sometimes. Now, if you get Orion, do you have a video explaining how to use it properly? Okay, so if you do get Orion, we help you to install it. That's one. We send you the interpretation of results, how to use it, and we help you to do your first scan, first of all, which is very important. Yes, we have got some videos as well, but we had somebody last week bought in UK, the lady who is a pharmacist, she bought device and we help her within 10 minutes to sort everything out. And she's been now, I think, doing really well. So we do keep contact with you for whatever you need, because the whole idea is that you guys get results, you get back to us and say, this and this happens. Like I told you today, things which been happening with my family, every family will have something, either with the children, either with grandparents, either with their parents or yourselves. We are not immune to anything. It's always good to have good, healthy immune system, but in order to have that, we must help immune system not to eat crap. We must watch, our hygiene. And if we do manage to pick something up, because you just can't avoid it, you've got a home doctor, which is, have never ever let me down. And I would say, honestly, if tomorrow some virus hits us, or fungi, because now we have got antibiotics for bacteria, we now have got antibiotics for viruses. And what happens in the nature when you suppress those microorganisms? What happens? Something else will come up. So this time it could be fungi. And, Corona really affected the whole world. And because of the devices, I knew that if I pick something up, this thing has got everything, including X viruses, because they all caused by the same pathogens, which will be either virus, bacteria, fungi, and everything is in here. So if tomorrow something hits again the world, I'm very, very happy that I've got my device with me for my family, and I know that there is always solution, and at least you don't die from that. Because I had a doctor who was working in Nigeria, and she was treating people with malaria patients, and everyone who used the device managed to escape all the ramifications of the illness. They either had very light side effect where immune system is fighting, so you give your body a rest, plenty of drinks, charge water, good, healthy, cleansing food. Take the black tablets, which takes poison out as well, help you out, charcoal. Just give your body the best chance without damaging it, and it's amazing. Now, next one is, what are the passive electrodes that you have to buy extra when you buy the Orion? The set comes with 4 main electrodes, and you don't need anything else. Yes, you can get some other like head electrodes, but you don't need it. It's actually all have everything in this pack. You have everything that you need to get better. So don't worry about, I mean, if you really want passive electrodes, I can send you, write to me, I'll send you information about it, but you got water charger. You can also use this device outside your body. Just put it on the pain place. You've got anti-pain. I'm getting out. So here you see you got anti-pain electrode as well, when you can lay down on it and or massage your body. You got hand electrodes. You've got feet electrodes. Here you've got everything to help yourself. You don't really need anything else, because it does a job. It does a job very effective. But I'd say that, you know, the results which counts without using any more electrodes. That's the pack comes with lots of attachments here. And if you are not sure about something, like I said, which appliance to use for what disease or illness, write to us, and just keep in touch, and we will guide you what's the best way to use and how to use it. Now, can you charge the water with Trinity? I know that there are programs for Trinity Charge Water, but it's not a standard program. We can install it for you, or we can send you how to install the water with Trinity, how to charge water with Trinity. If you write to us, we can get back to you with the link where you can get it in and start using it as well. But it's not a standard program, which is in 252 programs. You have to request that separately. We received Trinity device as a gift. It is as effective for eliminating fungi as the Orion device. It just takes a bit longer, you know, because obviously you have to carry it for many hours, but it does work. It does work. And you can, I suggest, if you have a fungi infection, you can use Trinity and take a picture. For me, now I learned whatever I pick up, because I also had fungi infection between my toes, and it just won't heal because I keep going to swimming, and I dry it well, and you know, I start using the feet electrodes, and only that helped, because it's probably very good tight contact, and this is when it starts fading away. But take a picture before and after, if it's a nail, fungi, if it's whatever, and if you need again guidance, which appliance to use for what, and Trinity does work amazing as well. So, you know, do put programs for anti-fungi, wear it if you can, you know, can sleep under the pillow as well, to increase the amount of it, and you know, the time, and then you let us know, because your testimonies are very important. Oh, it's almost 8 o'clock. Okay, great. So receive, what else we have? You're very welcome. What is the water charged with? Water charged with the frequencies that you choose to charge it. I'm talking about Orion. And here, the program 6 and 9 would be program for frequent. You can also charge anti-parasite frequencies. You can choose. For detox, it will be 6 and 9. But you can also charge on fungi, anti-fungi programs. You can charge on anti-parasites. So then heated from inside as well. So the water becomes alive with the frequencies, getting into your organs, finding those parasites and killing it as well. So you just get more effect, more faster result. So water charge is very important. You just have to organize yourself, once you buy a device, keep it like on the table, have all the appliances next to it. You woke up, you charge the water, have it during the day, because sometimes people get lazy, forgetful, but this is very, very effective tools to keep well. You skipped my question, Rosa. Where's your question? Let me see, I can't find. See, 1 second. I didn't want to offend you. I just didn't see. Maybe it did not come up. Let's come to see types of parasite. Okay, we got that. And you put the name of the product in the chat. Was it? Okay, the name of the product. Are we talking about the anti-parasite? Was that your question? Let's see. Okay, I'll write it down for you. See. Okay. So we can send this to you because I'm not sure in which countries this company works, but if we need to, we can send it to you. And Rosa, did I get your message or not? Where's your question? Can you type it again? Show me, please. I cannot see. Where's your question? I don't see. Direct message. Okay. Okay. Is there anything else? The mic, please. The mic. Okay. Am I doing something? Can you not see me or hear me? I can't see Rosa and Elio. Maybe you can write to me again if you want your question answered, but I don't see. Open the mic, please. The mic. What's mic? Sorry, it's best if you write to me because I cannot see it. All messages I could read really easy, but I don't see yours. And I don't think there is anyone online to help me here. Okay, well, oh, hold on, one new message. I can see and hear you, yay. Okay, good. Me too, okay, good. So I don't see Rosa's question, so I don't know if you guys have got anything else. You can also write to us if you remember something that you wanted to discuss later. We are here. And Rosa and Ilya, okay, I can see you. Direct message. I can see you, Rosa and Elio, but I don't see your message. So I'm sorry about that. I don't know why is it not coming up. Do write to me or send an email and we get back to you. Okay, because I just can't see where it is. Is there anything else, guys? If not, then I will What's IL? I'm not sure. IL. So I will just probably leave you here explaining, I've explained to you about all the tools that you need to know. I will be very happy to answer all your questions after, and looking forward to hear from you. Thank you very much and take care of yourself. Bye-bye. Thank you.